What's good, y'all? It's your boy CrayG, and I am back, man. Back on Need for Speed Heat after so long. It's been about like 6 months or so since I've actually played this game and enjoy it, but I'm just glad to be back, man. The streams have been going crazy, so if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/xcrayg. The link will be in the description. Anyways, man, what's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Need for Speed Heat, man. I finally decided to hop back on this game. I've been playing it with the homies. We've been having a lot of fun. I started over on PC, so you know I had to grind all the way back up to my Red 50 and my ultimate parts and all of that stuff. But as you can see in front of us, I have this beautiful EVO 9 right here with a little bit of a twist to it. You know what I'm saying? I had to go rock with that Heat Plus mod. I had to go get it. I had to, just to see what it was about, just to see what's up. And the fact that you can do this with this mod, man, is dope as fuck. I'm gonna just put that out there. I know I'm late to the train on a Heat Plus news. I don't give a fuck. Nah, but yeah, I'm just happy to be able to do something like this in the game. I wish this was able to be done without the mod having to be put in the game, but it is what it is. We get it. We have it. It's dope. Heat Plus is fire. Shout out to Gzilla. You know what I'm saying? This shit is dope. But the main point of today's video is that I updated the EVO 9 and I made the build better. Everyone used to say the EVO was ass on turns, it cannot corner. I believe I have found the setup that will help with all of that and just change your whole perspective on how you feel this car will go up against other cars. I ain't gonna sit here. Alright, let me just get this clear, because I know all y'all finna come back rushing up into my motherfucking comment section on some bullshit. I'm not saying it's an RSR killer, okay? I'm not saying that. Now, depending on the driver, you can make some shit happen, okay? We all know the RSR is OP. I just want to get that out the way. For the sweats in the community, come from my helmet again. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get that out the way. I just want to get that out the way. That I'm not saying it's an RSR killer. I'm just saying I made the build better. I made it handle better. And I made it more tolerable when it comes to driving and more fun. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, of course, we got all our ultimate parts. You got to ultimate plus, everything. I told y'all I had to grind back up, man. I had to grind. You know what I'm saying? I had to grind. The engine we got in here is the 4B, that 4B11, which is also the Forge 2-liter. But with the Heat Plus mod, we get to see exactly what the engine is. That's another dope thing about this mod. It tells you what the engines are, what cars they come from. You know what I mean? Instead of just having like the liters. So we got Ultimate Plus, we got a dual turbo, and of course we got our 5 3-pound tanks of nitrous. Oh my God, I haven't done this in so long. Is this a build video? Jesus Christ. Now this is where it gets a little colorful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see all these greens and light blues and like, whoa, where's the elite shit at, right? Nah, my boy, this is the secret to this car performing well. Pro race suspension, that's one key. Pro race suspension. Now, the reason why I'm going with these two, you guys gotta understand, somebody's gonna be like, oh, if you use those lower parts, you hurt your 0 to 60. My 0 to 60 is still literally under 2 seconds, which is fast as fuck. People don't understand that 0 to 60 in 2 seconds is fast as fuck anyway. So the fact that I'm still below that means that I have room to sacrifice to handle better, because the acceleration is already crazy. So I can push more into being able to handle and hit corners better, rather than focusing all on top speed. I mean, not on top speed, but rather than focusing all on acceleration and the fastest 0 to 60 that I can get. So I'm not gonna grip all the tires up, grip the suspension, grip the different, you know what I'm saying? Just so I can be able to get that fastest 0 to 60, because I'm still below 2 seconds. And this shit handles beautifully. So I got the Pro Race suspension on here. Sport brakes. I didn't even touch the brakes. I have stock tires. Stock sport tires. These are the tires that came on the car. Just stock tires. No race tires, no drift tires, no showcase tires. None of that shit. Stock sport tires. This gives me the least amount of grip possible and allows me to get the rear end on the EVO to kick out a little bit, because the all-wheel drive, the car stiffens up a lot. So this allows me to be able to kick that rear end out a little bit, you know what I mean, and let the car slide just a little bit to where I can get myself around that corner nicely, like a lot of these cars where you don't really have to brake hitting corners and shit like that. So the stock sport tires, of course, we got an Elite Plus clutch, 6-speed gearbox, of course, you know, the usual stuff. And then we got our sport on-road differential. Sport on-road differential. If I read this description for y'all, it says an on-road differential makes the vehicle faster on tarmac, but it will have trouble going off-road, so keep it on the black. It's going faster on the road. Obviously, if I go off-road, I'm gonna go slower. Not a difficult description to, you know what I mean, understand. The reason I went with this sport on-road differential is because the other differentials put me above or almost above a 2-second 0 to 60, even though I feel like, but this is the thing, I feel like the race differential will kind of stiffen it up a little bit. I went with on road because I just wanted the loosest kind of feeling, kind of casual feeling for this car, because it's so stiff trying to get it around the corners that we almost need to loosen up the car a little bit and make it more casual to be able to handle it correctly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've done. I've mixed parts around and I've tried different stuff. I've tried so much different stuff. I've tried showcase tires. I've tried a bunch of stuff to get this car to handle well for everyone, not just for super good drivers. If you follow these steps, you know what I'm saying, use these parts and do what I'm doing, you'll be able to handle this car nicely, because it'll come to you. All you got to do is start to learn the lines a little bit, but it'll come to you. Now we're gonna hop outside, right? And I'm gonna show you guys my live tuning. So let's go ahead out there. All right, everybody. And also, just to let you guys know, with Heat Plus, they changed the whole atmosphere in the sky. Like, the shit is beautiful. But like I said, that, you know, that's a subject for another day, right? But look at this EVO, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, yes, sir. All right, so what I came out here to show you guys is my live tuning. I have my steering sensitivity all the way high, and my downforce is all the way high. My drift style is on brake, and that's that. Traction control off. This was the best setup for me. In order to get this car to turn without drifting and without going too wide from being too stiff, no homo, I had to crank that downforce all the way up to the top and crank that steering sensitivity all the way up to the top. Drift style is on brake, so I can let on and off the gas without kicking my car into a drift. You know what I'm saying? So drift style is on brakes. On them turns where I don't brake anyway, I can fuck with the throttle and get my rear end to kick out just a little bit, you know what I mean? So I can glide around that corner, you know what I mean? That's how I rock with that shit, and that's how I have my stuff set up, you know what I'm saying? And this will work for you if you give it a chance. It will work for you. Now, like I said, guys, I just started, right? I started over on PC. I don't have Sonic. I don't have J-Storm. You know what I mean? I don't have none of those races, and it's saddening. It's really saddening. So, I mean, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Apollo 10. And let me, this is not me trying to sweat out the fastest lap time ever. This is not none of that. It's not even like that. I'm gonna just let y'all know, because I know some of y'all gonna look at my shit and be like, oh, you're trash, you know what I'm saying? I know all the sweats get under 3 minutes. Look, my time might be above 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to showcase the handling ability, because a lot of people say this car can't turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on a race that has turns. Look at that. I ain't even need to brake right there. But I'm gonna go on a race that has a lot of turns, a circuit race, and show you that the EVO can actually hit those turns with no issue. So that's what we're doing. This is not, like I said, this is not me trying to sweat to get the fastest lap time, because you guys definitely know I'm not a sweat. Like, you know, we all know that, you know what I'm saying? We know I'm not a sweat. I'm not even close to it. But we're gonna get this done. I just want to show you guys how well this car can handle. That's really it. And I'm still working on my racing lines, you know what I'm saying? I'm still working on my skills, you feel me? Trying to get in and out of the corner the best way possible. So if you guys got any pointers for me, you can drop them in the chat, please. Oh my God, move, brother. You see what I mean though? Like, I could just hit the corner so nicely. Look at this, and a lot of people didn't think the Evo could turn like this. That's crazy, huh? See, like I said, I gotta work on my lines, and sometimes I use nitrous at the wrong moments, but it's okay. You know? I'm not perfect. So, you guys should get a gist of it. Like, I'm fucking up now. But there we go. Look, like, a lot of these turns, it's like I could just power through them. It's like this car has no problem turning. It doesn't get super stiff, you know what I'm saying? Like it would with like track suspension or race suspension, like elite parts and shit like that, super parts, even pro parts. Like I had to drop all the way down to sport for this car to actually, you know what I'm saying, perform well when it comes to handling. I had to drop down to sport. I really had to drop down to sport. Look at this. Just hitting these corners effortlessly, bro. Just effortless. And normally in this car, it would be more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like normally in this car, you would have to use more of the brakes. Or you would fucking go all the way to the outside and hit the wall. You know what I mean? Look, and look, all the sweats would be done to race by now. You know what I'm saying? They be done to race. Making fun of me. You know what I mean? But I don't give a shit. Because that's not the point of the video. Ooh, this thing still looks beautiful with that with that hood missing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It really does. But yeah, Heat Plus has a lot of dope things to offer. So I gotta check out a bunch of stuff and put out content on some things, you know. But your boy is back. We back on Need for Speed Heat, man. I got this Evo build, and I explained it earlier, so I think y'all should try it out. I'm calling it the Evo Plus, the Evo 9 Plus race build. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my time was horrible, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and drop a like on this video if you haven't. I will catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.